students. Today we will continue with the second lesson, our environmental problems. In the last class, we discussed about the impacts of population growth, urbanization, industrialization and mining activities on the environment. Today we will discuss about the impact of wars on the environment. Preparation of wars and military bases requires a large area of land which is ecologically important and that distracts large flora and fauna. Training, testing and storage of weapons destroys the natural ecosystem. It leads to loss of life and property. The underwater testing of missiles and nuclear weapons destroys the aquatic ecosystem, and also it leads to the migration of the people to safer places. Next one, construction of large dams. How the large dams affects the ecosystem. Before learning that, we will discuss about the importance of large dams. Definitely, it helps in irrigation and generation of electricity. It controls the floods. It provides recreational area for swimming, fishing, boating and water sports. It gives refuge to wildlife and preserve farmlands by reducing soil erosion. It provides water for domestic and industries also. Now let us discuss about the impacts of large dams on the ecosystem. Destruction of habitats, as the construction of large dams acquires forests. Irrigation lands are submerged. Aquatic life gets disturbed. Threat to the rare ecological species like in Silent Valley, Western Ghats and Himalayan hills. Navigable rivers become unnavigable and the forest loses their catchment area, and the fishing industries, especially in downstream, will be affected. Now let us discuss about the forest. Forest, it is a natural self-sustaining ecosystem created by trees and it supports several flora and fauna. Forest, it is the largest land cover area in India. The forest cover in India, it nearly covers 67.83 million hectares, which covers nearly 20.64% of the total geographical area of the country, and it consists of nearly 45,000 floral and 81,000 faunal species, and it contains 597 protected areas. In that, 500 are wildlife sanctuaries and 95 are national parks and 2 conservation reserves, which covers total area of 1.56 million hectares, and that is 4.75% of geographical area of the country. Now let us discuss about the importance of forest. It acts as the natural sink for carbon dioxide, as the trees absorbs carbon dioxide and prevents the impacts like global warming, climate change, etc. It regulates the climate, water cycle and rainfall. It controls floods and it prevents the soil erosion, as the trees strongly binds the soil to the ground, and it provides timber, fuelwood and other medicinal plants, and also it provides the raw materials like rubber, gum, resin, paper pulp, etc. And forests are homes for many tribes, as their life is depending on the forests, and it is the storehouse of biodiversity as it provides habitat for many living organisms. Now let us discuss about what are the causes or how deforestation is caused. Urbanization. Urbanization causes deforestation and the conversion of forests into agricultural lands to provide the food and shelter for the population with the increase in the population, and the shifting of agriculture or zooming. Mining activities clears the forest and causes soil and air pollution. For the infrastructural developments, we are using forest and that leads to deforestation. Natural or accidental forest fires and the natural disasters like floods, drought and cyclone will also lead to deforestation. Or conservation of forest resources. Stop deforestation and start afforestation. Wherever the deforestation activities are taking place, we have to avoid deforestation activities and using less wood. Using less wood for the construction and even for fuel wood, we have to find the alternative. Wherever it is possible, we have to recycle the products where we are using the forest resources, and using less paper and using alternatives to fuel wood like solar cookers, biogas, and even for lighting we can use solar devices, and avoid shifting agricultural activities, and especially minimizing the utilization for forest, and stop converting the forest for agriculture or infrastructural developments. And we have to prevent the forest fires, especially by making forest corridors. Mahotsava program. The first person who initiated Vana Mahotsava is K.M. Munshi. He was the Union Minister for Food and Agriculture. It was the first initiative taken, and it was every year it is celebrated in the month of July, as in monsoon starts in the month of July and it provides water for the requirements. By this we come to the end of second lesson. In the next class we will continue. Thank you.